and welcome to Easy Learning. We are going to start the preparation for Qualified Behavior Analyst, which is QBA, and QBA is credentialed by QABA. So if you're preparing for QBA exam, this playlist is going to be extremely helpful for you. We are going to start with the QBA competency standards. We will cover the requirements for QBA and then we will go through each of the topic that could be a part of QBA exam. So this one is a QBA competency standard from 2022 and this is available on the QABA website. As you can see here, you can simply go to their website or you can search with QBA competency standard and you will find this document. So the competency standard is more of a or related to a syllabus or an outline for the topics that might be part of your exam, and that's why we are going to cover all the domains and subdomains from this QBA competency standard. So for this video, let's go through each of the domain at first. So the very first domain in QBA competency standard is of autism core knowledge. Some of these topics were also a part of ABET and QSBS competency standard, but it's not about just the topic itself, but it's also about the subtopics, the subdomains that might be a part of that topic. So for the QBA exam, we need to prepare accordingly. So in the first domain of autism core knowledge, we have 8 main topics to cover. The first one is the common characteristics and deficits related to ASD. The second is autism as a spectrum disorder with a triad of primary impairments. So that's something new that we would be covering in QBA preparation. Red flags used in early diagnosis, the risk factors to the autism spectrum disorder, and the terminologies associated with the diagnosis, such as pragmatic language, receptive and expressive language, sensory motor, social skills, joint attention, stereotypy. Now, some of you must be aware of these terminologies, but even if not, we will be covering these in our upcoming videos. Then we have to cover how and when disorders are commonly associated in differential diagnosis. So we'll be comparing the diagnosis of ASD with other disorders like learning disabilities, processing disorders, etc. And then identify comorbid disorders like the disorders that may occur along with ASD, and also how ASD is diagnosed and how results may be utilized in goal development. Review the categories in the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, which is DSM. So we have to review the categories with ASD, and that may include social communication disorder, etc. Review assessments utilized in the diagnosis of ASD. Then the second domain, the domain B, is about legal, ethical, and professional considerations. So again, we'll be covering the QABA Code of Ethics, just like we covered for ABET. Then it's HIPAA regulations, which may include rules and regulations related to confidentiality, including limitations, mandated reporting, reportable documents, duty to warn versus duty to protect. It may also include collaboration with professionals and family members. We will also cover the basic educational laws, including IDEA, LRE, IEP, ADA, Rehabilitation Act, and 504 Plan. Positive behavior support, PBS, person-centered planning, socially significant behaviors, treatment plan, transitioning services, responsibilities to clients, professional competency, informed consent, and risk-benefit assessment. So most of these topics are new, and of course the level is up. It's about QABA, so we have to cover all possible aspects of legal, ethical, and professional considerations. Then the C domain is about the core principles of ABA. So we will cover 13 subdomains for the core principles of ABA, which will include 4-term contingency, phylogenetic history versus ontogenic history, classical conditioning, stimulus and all the terminologies related to stimulus, motivational operations, reinforcement and punishment, matching law, reinforcers and punishers, measurement, schedule of reinforcement, extinction and effects, verbal operant and extension, conditioned motivating operations, antecedent interventions, the interventions that can be utilized before the behavior occurs. This will include antecedent strategies, its advantages, disadvantages, non contingent reinforcement, effect on motivating operations, functional communication training, adaptive augmentative communication, and setting events. And for skill acquisition programming, we will cover 12 subdomains: treatment plan protocol, topography versus function, prompts, schedules of reinforcement, stimuli usage, error correction procedures, skill implementation strategies, imitation training, behavior chain procedures, self management procedures, ABA based instructional methodologies, and stimulus equivalence. So, along with covering the antecedent interventions, the skill acquisition programming, we will also cover behavior reduction intervention, including assessment tools, token economy, punishment procedures, differential reinforcement procedures, behavioral constraint, group contingencies, contingency contracts, extinction procedures, limitation of behavior reduction strategies. And for data collection and analysis, we will cover measurable dimensions of behavior, operational definitions as much as possible, graphic displays, visual analysis, measurement procedures, validation of measurement, and inter-observer agreement. Then for assessment, we will cover some main assessments including FBA, FA, preference, reinforcer, indirect, direct, conditional probability, and environmental analysis, and we will also cover experimental designs. Yes, one of the main part of this competency standard is training and supervision, in which we will cover fidelity, documentation, mediator analysis, training procedures, socioculture values, and supervision strategies. But before we start with any of these topics, if you want to learn further about the requirements of QBA exam, QBA credential, I have shared the link at the end of this video. You can go through the checklist, you can go through the general requirements of QBA, and then from the next video we will cover each of these subdomains in details along with some practice MCQs. Thank you for watching.